There are a lot of conservatives and people on the right who have been waving the free speech banner for many years, and they still continue to do so on the one hand, even as on the other, many of them, by no means all, but many of them, continue to cheer for and support, or at best just overlook and acquiesce, some of the gravest assaults on free speech that have been imposed in the West ever, that all have the sole singular objective of shielding this foreign government on the other side of the world called Israel from criticism or activism, even though it's our constitutional right both to criticize and engage in protest against them. We have detailed over and over every kind of example from the House's support of and implementation of the so-called Combating Anti-Semitism Act that's designed to codify a very broad definition of anti-Semitism for purposes of education and discrimination law that basically make it illegal to say all sorts of things about Israel or American Jews that people have been saying for forever. Ron DeSantis in Florida did ban pro-Palestinian groups on the grounds that they were providing, quote, material support for terrorism, even though the only thing that he ever claimed they did was criticize the Israeli war in Gaza. And obviously, material support for terrorism can't be composed of only speech, and yet he ordered the pro-Palestinian groups banned from all campuses. In Texas, Governor Abbott, who has a long history of implementing laws that are designed to punish critics of Israel, issued an executive order banning anti-Semitism in Texas. And according to that executive order, promising that the police would be deployed in the event that there are protests against Israel, and that's exactly what he then proceeded to do. There have been scores of people in media and Hollywood and journalism and politics and academia fired for no reason other than signing anti-Israel petitions or pro-Palestinian petitions or making pro-Palestinian statements. It's been a systematic effort, both legally and constitutionally, to erode free speech, and in terms of our values, to destroy the ability of people to speak freely, solely to protect this tiny little country on the other side of the world, who the United States, for whatever reason, continues to fund fully and arm and isolate itself from the rest of the world to protect, even though millions of its citizens live at a higher standard of living than millions of ours do. We have two late examples, recent examples, just to give you a sense for how this is continuing to escalate. Politicians and all sorts of pro-Israel fanatics constantly trying to find new ways to punish people who criticize that one foreign government. In the New York State Senate, a new bill entitled Senate Bill S531 was introduced, and essentially, well, I'll just read the summary that the sponsors wrote. Quote, "This bill will enact the New York State Anti-Semitism Vandalism Act, which establishes the crime of vandalism of pro-Israel print." Let's just, if someone can give me that highlighter, because I want to, you see it highlighted there in green already, but I just like yellow, so let's make it green and yellow. It establishes the crime of vandalism of pro-Israel print, which provides a Class A misdemeanor for any individual who intentionally destroys, damages, removes, or causes to be destroyed, damaged, or removed any banner, poster, flyer, or billboard which is located in a public space where the intent or purpose of such banner, poster, flyer, or billboard is to bring awareness for Israeli individuals who have been victims of a crime. So this bill is only about the destruction or removal or vandalization of billboards or posters that are designed to bring awareness for Israeli individuals who have been victim of a crime, or to positively support the country or citizens of Israel in any way. That's the bill. So let me just explain this. If you put up a poster that supports Ukraine, or supports Canada, or Norway, or Korea, or Uruguay, or any other country in the world, including your own, the United States, and somebody comes and tears it down or vandalizes it, or makes some attempt to destroy it, or causes someone else to do so, that is not a crime under this law, under this bill. There's only one type of speech this law is intended to protect, which is speech that is designed to bring awareness for Israeli individuals, not for American individuals. If you put a poster up saying, Here are American citizens who are being mistreated, who have been victimized, and someone comes and tears it down. That is not a crime under this bill. It is only a crime under this bill if the poster in question is designed to bring awareness about Israeli individuals or to positively support the country of Israel or the citizens of Israel in any way. You could put a poster up saying the United States is the greatest country in the world. We're so happy that we have such great leaders. American citizens deserve better. Someone comes and tears that down or vandalizes it. That's not a crime. Nor is it a crime if it's about any other country or any citizen of other countries. Only if it's about Israeli citizens or it's designed to support or positively support the country or the citizens of Israel in any way. That's the only time it becomes a crime. In the state of New York, which is about 7,000 miles away from the country it's designed to protect. Here is Section 3, Subdivision 7 of Section 693, which says that section that I just cited of the education law is amended by adding a new paragraph, A1, to read as follows. A1, this is adding to an existing law, quote, notwithstanding any provision of law to the contrary, the corporation shall be entitled to garnish the disposable pay of an individual to collect the amount owed by the individual if such individual is found guilty of anti-Semitism by any administrative tribunal or court of competent jurisdiction, including in a disciplinary proceeding brought by a higher education institution. So remember, I just got done saying that the House has implemented the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act designed to radically expand the kinds of statements you might express about Israel or Jews that now become illegal in the educational system. And this bill is saying if you are found guilty of that, a corporation can garnish your wages or take other enforcement action against you as punishment for anti-Semitic speech. Not for anti-black racist speech, not for xenophobic speech, not for misogynistic speech, not for homophobic speech, not for transphobic speech, not for Islamophobia, not for hateful acts or statements against white people or Christians, only against Jews or the state of Israel. It's a special crime exclusively for people who express that kind of view. And that should be shocking, but at this point, it just isn't. It's not even remotely shocking anymore because that has become the ethos in the United States, and it's been this way for a long time. Thanks for watching this clip from System Update, our live show that airs every Monday through Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern, exclusively on Rumble. You can catch the full nightly shows live or view the backlog of episodes for free on our Rumble page. You can also find full episodes the morning after they air across all major podcasting platforms, including Spotify and Apple. All the information you need is linked below. We hope to see you there.